Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a class given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on April 6, 2023 in Los Angeles, California, USA. The class begins with a reading from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 3rd Canto, Chapter 13, verse 37 and 38.
Pangalangayate Girim Shri Gurun Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram
Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat. Verse number 3rd Canto, Chapter 7, text 37. Chapter 13, text 37 and 38. So we read first 37, and then together we can read 38. Dikshanu janmo pasada shirodaram samprayaniyo dayaniya damstraha jiva pravargyastava shishakam krato satyavasatyam chitayo sabohite. Translation. Moreover, O Lord, the repetition of your appearance is the desire for all kinds of initiation. Your neck is the place for 3 desires, and your tusks are the result of initiation and the end of all desires. Your tongue is the prior activities of initiation. Your head is the end of all desires. Your tongue is the prior activities of initiation. Your head is the fire without sacrifice, as well as the fire of worship. And your living forces are the aggregate of all desires. Text 38. Tomastureta savananyavastite samsta vibedastava devadatava Satrani sarvani sarira sandis from sarvayagya kratur isti bandanaha. Anybody would like to repeat? Tomastureta savananyavastite samsta vibedastava devadatavaha satrani sarvani sharira sandis Ram sarvayagya kraturisti bandharma somasturena savananyavastite samsta vibedastava devadatava satrani sarvani sharira sandis Ladies. So, Sureta Savananyavastiti Samta Viveda Savadevadattava Satrani Sarvani Sarira Sandhi First translation Translation and purport. Oh, or shall we read word for word? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Word for word. Soma Your semen is the sacrifice called Soma. Savanani, ritualistic performances of the morning. Avastiti, different statuses of bodily growth. Samsta Vibedaha, 7 varieties of sacrifices. Tava, your, Deva, the Lord, Datavaha, ingredients of the body such as skin and flesh. Satrani, sacrifices performed over 12 days. Sarvani, all of them. Sarira, the bodily. Sandhihi, joints. Swam, your lordship. Sarva, all. Yagya, asama. Oh, sorry. Yagya asama kratu, who? Oh, sorry. Yagya asama, sacrifices. Kratuhu, sorry. Kratuhu soma, sacrifices. Isti, the ultimate. Bandhana, attachment. The ultimate desire, sorry. Translation. O Lord, your semen is the sacrifice called Soma Yagya. Your growth is the ritualistic performances of the morning. Your skin and touch sensations are the 7 elements of the Agnis Soma sacrifice. Your bodily joints are symbols of various other sacrifices performed in the 12 days. Therefore, you are the object of all sacrifices called Soma and Asoma, and you are bound by yagyas only. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. There are 7 kinds of routine yagyas performed by all followers of the Vedic rituals, and they are called Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, Ukta, Sodashi, Vajapeya, Atiratra, and Aptoryama. Anyone performing such yagyas regularly is supposed to be situated with the Lord, but anyone who is in contact with the Supreme Lord by discharging devotional service is understood to have performed all different varieties of yagyas. And the purport to text 38. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So these are prayers offered to Varahadev.
So these are prayers offered to Varahadev.
The Lord, he appears in different forms.
The Lord, he appears in different forms.
Because the Lord is described as Ananta Rupam.
So the Lord is described as Ananta Rupam.
He has unlimited forms.
He has unlimited forms.
None of these forms are material.
And none of these forms are material.
So to lift up the earth, which had fallen from the orbit
So to lift up the earth, which has fallen from the orbit
and was in the bottom of the Govardhan ocean.
and was in the bottom of the Garbhodaksha ocean.
So the Lord assumed the form of a gigantic boar,
So the Lord assumed the form of a gigantic boar
lifted up the earth between his two tusks,
and lifted up
put
the
it back
earth
in orbit.
between his two tusks and put it back in orbit.
Yaksha was very angry with it.
And so Hiranyaksha was very angry with this.
How could anyone save the earth
How
against
can
his
anyone
will?
save the earth?
Against his
This
will.
is against his will.
Hiranyaksha, the great demon.
Hiranyaksha, the great demon.
Interesting because today we have many industries taking oil from the earth.
It's interesting because today we have many industries taking oil from the earth.
And that oil may be needed to keep the earth afloat.
But that oil may be needed to keep the earth afloat.
And people are worried about the ecology. We don't know how the earth is staying afloat in orbit.
People are worrying about the ecology, but we don't know how the earth is staying in orbit.
So we will see the demons headed by Hiranyaksha dealt so badly with the earth that the earth fell out of orbit.
Previously, the demons known as Hiranyaksha dealt with the earth so badly that the earth fell out of its orbit.
So this Mahadev lifted the earth up, put it back in the orbit.
So Varahadev, he lifted it back up and put it back in its orbit.
That's why when we do the groundbreaking ceremonies,
That's why when we do the groundbreaking ceremonies,
do the Bhu-Raha Puja.
we do the Bhu Varaha Puja.
Earth, Bhu means the earth, and Raha is Lord Rahadev.
So Bhu means earth and Varaha is Lord Varahadev.
So moving the earth is considered like one of the consorts of the Lord and Rahadev.
So Bhumi, the earth, is considered as one of the consorts of Varahadev.
Like this. When we cut the earth to build the temple, we do a Bhu Raha Puja.
So like this, when we cut the earth to build a temple, we do the Bhu Varaha
Because we're
ceremony.
cutting the earth, we ask for forgiveness, we worship her and her husband.
So we are cutting the earth, we are asking for forgiveness, and we're worshiping her and her husband.
And Prabhupada did this in Mayapur. We did the Bhu Raha Puja. We dug a big hole and put the Ananta Shesha Nag snake in the hole.
So in Mayapur, we did this Bhu Varaha ceremony, and we dug, Srila Prabhupada he, had ordered that, and so we dug this hole, and then we had placed the Shesha Nag on the bottom.
So this does Shesha holds the world up. We want Shesha to hold the temple up.
So just as Shesha holds the whole world up, we want Shesha to hold the temple.
Prabhupada said that the first Ananda Shesha just to hold the whole Mayapur project up.
So Srila Prabhupada was saying that the first Ananta Shesha is holding up the whole Mayapur project up.
And then he wanted to, he had another Ananda Shesha installed all of the temple.
And then he had another Ananta Shesh installed just below the temple.
So, but actually, I did the Navadvip Parikrama.
Actually, when we do the Navadvip Dham Parikrama,
We go to the 9 islands.
we go through the 9 islands,
Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam,
Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam
and the Hodram
Godrim Dweep,
Madhya
Madhya Dweep,
Kola Deep,
Kola Dweep,
Ritu Deep,
Ritu Dweep,
Chandra Deep,
Jana Dweep,
Madhura Deep,
Madhurgam Dweep,
Rudra Deep,
Rudra Dweep,
and Anta Deep.
and Anta Dweep.
Which of those dweeps are dedicated to Mahadev?
Which of those dweeps are dedicated to Varahadev?
Correct.
Correct.
Kola Deep.
Kola Dweep.
It says that when the Earth was put out in orbit by the big flight in the outer space, neither Hiranyaksha and Mahadev.
So they said that when the earth was put back in its orbit, then there was a big fight between Varahadev and Hiranyaksha.
And Mahadev, when he finally did the death blow to the demon,
So Varahadev, when he finally did the death blow to Hiranyaksha, the
and
demon,
the lotus foot touched the earth.
his lotus foot touched the earth.
And it hit him.
And it's just like, boom.
Where the foot touched the earth, the lotus foot is called the
So
Navadvip Dham.
Where his lotus foot touched the earth is Koladweep and Navadvip Dham. Haribo.
And that place is famous. Kuliapat, Alvaranjan, Kuliapat.
So that place is also famous for Kuliapat,
And that's the place
Ranjan.
where one can get forgiven for Vaishnava Aparat.
There's a place where one can get forgiven for Vaishnav aparads.
We know that Vaishnava Aparats are the first of the 10 offenses.
We know that Vaishnav aparad is the first of the 10 offenses to the holy name.
Very, very dangerous.
It is very, very dangerous,
So that can be forgiven and Koladip.
but that could be forgiven in Koladweep.
So when we do the Koladip, we go down there and pray for forgiveness for our offenses.
So when we are doing the Koladweep parikrama, we bow down there and beg for forgiveness from our
And
offenses.
anybody offended us, let me offer our forgiveness to them.
Anybody who has been offended from us, let me offer my respects and be forgiven from them.
Although in my likes the pastime, and Lord Chaitanya came back to Navadvip after 10 years.
So Abhay Nimai, he liked the pastime where Lord Chaitanya came back to Navadvip after 10 years.
And he was in Koladip,
And he was in Koladweep that time.
At that time, when people realized I don't want to come back,
So at that time, when the people realized that Lord Chaitanya had come back,
they dropped whatever they were doing and ran.
they just dropped whatever they were doing and ran.
And they came to the Ganges River.
They came to the Ganges River.
So there were boats there.
There were these boats there.
So they went on the boats.
They went on the boats.
The boat ran, said, no, it's too many people.
Boatsman said, no, too many people now.
But no one would listen.
No one will listen.
No one.
Nobody.
And the boat sank.
The boat sank.
And the people they jumped in the
The
river.
people, what did they do? They just jumped in the river
And they swam.
and they swam.
So they're like mad to see Lord Gauranga.
So they were like mad to see Lord Gauranga.
That time, all the Ganges was like a little saffron creamy color.
So at that time, normally the Ganges is like a little saffron creamy color.
And so many heads, so many people, and the Ganges appeared black.
There were so many heads and so many people that the Ganges appeared black.
And to the other side,
And they went to the other side.
and Lord Chaitanya was in the house of the brother of Sarvabhaumacharya.
So Lord Chaitanya was at the house of the brother of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
And people, multitudes of people They were just chanting Gauranga, Gauranga.
There were masses and multitudes of people, and they were just simply chanting Gauranga.
Gauranga! Gauranga! And Vajraspati, a brother of Sarvabhauma,
Vidya Vachaspati, the brother of Sarvabhauma,
he requested Lord Chaitanya, if you don't go outside, not my house now.
he said, if you don't go outside, he requested to Lord Chaitanya, if you don't go outside, they're going to knock my house down.
So Lord Chaitanya went out,
So Lord Chaitanya went out,
and all the people bowed down.
and all the people bowed down.
He spoke to them,
And he spoke to them,
please chant Hare Krishna.
please chant Hare Krishna.
Now Lord Chaitanya is known as Grihi Jana Shikha.
So Lord Chaitanya is also known as Grihi Jana Shikha.
It's chanted Vyasi.
In Sanskrit, it's pronounced as Nyasi.
So that he's the hero of the sannyasi.
He's the hero of the sannyasis.
But I think in this community, probably the Grihi Jana Shikha is more applicable.
I think in this community, the Grihi Jana Shikha is more applicable.
But anyway,
But anyways,
he has both names.
he has both names.
So that he talked to the people, and then he dragged the house, and he disappeared back 2 miles down the road.
So he went back into the house. I mean, after talking to the people, he went back into the house and he just disappeared and appeared 2 miles down the town.
So that's just what he had to tell the people he's gone,
Vidya Vachaspati, he had to tell the people he's gone.
but no one believed it.
Nobody would believe
So he
him.
brought 5 people inside the house, and searched, see,
So he brought 5 people in the house. They searched to see.
and they confirmed
Then they confirmed
he's gone.
he's gone.
So also, Friday, a very interesting part
Also, Varahadev is a very interesting form
with Lord Chaitanya's pastime.
in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
And now, since I combined these different books,
Since I'm combining these different books,
because all of the authors, they respect each other.
see, all the authors, they respect each other because all the
And
authors,
they expect that everybody has read the other 10 books.
they expect that every others have read the other 10 books.
I'd say that's not the case.
But actually, that's not the case.
Anyway, so like you find in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it doesn't have much detail of the early life.
So you find in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it doesn't have much detail of the early life.
Because he says that Krishna Kaviraj, he said this is given in the Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Because there it said, Krishnadas Kaviraj, he says that this is given in the Chaitanya Bhagavat.
That Vrindavan Thakur is the Vyasdeva of Chaitanya Lila.
So Vrindavan Das Thakur, he's the Vyasadev of the Chaitanya Lila.
Some pastimes which are missed by both are in the Chaitanya Mangal.
But some pastimes which are missed in both are mentioned in the Chaitanya Mangal.
Some are more details are in the notebooks of Gupta and others.
So some books, they're known in more detail in the Murai Gupta, Pacha, and others.
So I try to combine all those.
So I'm trying to combine all of those.
I'm at the Andalila now.
I'm at the Anta Lila now.
I read Chaitanya Bhagavat, Glories of Nityananda last night.
I read the Chaitanya Bhagavat, the glories of Nityananda last night.
But anyway,
Anyways,
and the Mahagupta, he's actually the Hanuman avatar,
so Morai Gupta, he's actually the Hanuman avatar.
and they're saying the Sahasranam of Vishnu.
So he was chanting, we were chanting the Sahasranam of Vishnu.
When he came to the Mahadev
He was. When he came to Varahadev,
and Lord Chaitanya, he was ecstatic.
then Lord Chaitanya, he became ecstatic.
He took the form of Mahadev,
He took the form of Varahadev
manifested the form hoofs,
and manifested 4 hoofs.
or I guess they call them hoofs, right?
Yeah, they're called hoofs. The big.
So Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur in his purport,
So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in his purport, he mentions,
and anybody claims that they're God,
if anybody claims that they're God,
ask them to manifest their hoof.
ask them to manifest their hoofs.
Not very hard, right?
Not very hard, right?
It's not 4 hoofs,
Just 4 hoofs.
but it's not possible for an ordinary people.
But it's not possible for ordinary people.
But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, he manifested hoofs.
But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, he manifested hooves.
He ran around
And he ran around
Mahadev,
as Varahadev.
just like when he heard the name of Nrsimhadev,
Just like when he
ran
heard,
into the ecstasy of Nrsimhadev.
just like when he heard the name of Lord Nrsimhadev, he went into the ecstasy of Lord Nrsimhadev.
And then he carried a stick in and out. Where are the demons? Where are the
He
demons?
was carrying a stick in his hand and he went around, where are the demons? Where are the demons?
When they saw him in an alien mood with a stick, they ran away.
And people, they were saw him in an angry mood with the stick, they ran away.
Then he said, "Oh, I committed an offense. I scared everybody.
Oh, then he realized I committed an offense. I scared everyone.
I see
Everybody.
last time I was that. You liberated all of them."
Then Srivas Thakur said, you liberated all of them.
So these are some interesting pastimes that have God, Avatar, how they can show their Vishwarupa. Like,
Sometimes we ask, when people claim to be God, we say, could you show your Vishwarup or something?
here, that they show their hoofs.
Here we can say, here he's saying you can show your hoofs.
Very easy.
Very easy.
So we see how like the guru of Hiranyakashipu or Sukracharya,
So we see how the guru of Hiranyakashipu was Sukracharya.
and how you know that his sons tried to teach Prahlad material political science.
I didn't know that
Oh, what?
I didn't know.
You didn't know? Who did
Yeah.
that?
Did you know that he tried to teach his 2 sons political politics,
Political science.
political science?
Well, it's interesting to note in the 9th canto of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, a daughter of Sukracharya
It's interesting to note that in the 9th canto of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the daughter of Sukracharya
was married to the king Jayapataka.
was married to the king Jayati.
And after a long life of sense gratification,
After a long life of sense gratification,
suddenly Jayapataka came to his consciousness.
suddenly Jayati came to his consciousness.
He told a humorous story to his dear wife,
So he told,
Devyani,
he told his humorous story to his dear wife,
Devyani.
Devayani.
And he told a story about a man, a male goat and a female goat.
He's told a story about a male goat and a female goat.
And actually, for this humorous story, he was telling her about their life.
And actually, through this humorous story, he was telling about their life,
How they're always trying enjoying material happiness.
how they were always trying, they were enjoying material happiness.
But actually, the real purpose of human life is to have self-realization.
But actually, the real purpose of human life is to have self-realization.
So that he was at a certain ripe age, he was determined to become Krishna conscious.
So he was at a certain ripe age, he was determined to become Krishna consciousness.
He had changed his old age by youth from his son.
He had changed his old age, his youth to his son,
He said he wasn't satisfied.
but then he said he wasn't satisfied.
And if he's not sensually satisfied, he may come back again,
If he's
another
not,
human birth.
if he is not sensually satisfied, he may come back again in another human birth.
But after a while, after a long while,
After a long while,
he realized that there's no satisfaction in material sense gratification.
he realized that there's no satisfaction in material sense gratification.
And he wanted to become fully Krishna conscious.
He wanted to become fully Krishna conscious.
So he preached to his wife,
So he preached to his wife.
and Devayani and Yayati both went back to the spiritual world.
And then Devayani and Yayati both went back to the spiritual world.
And I was just thinking how Sukracharya, his sons, are very materialistic.
I was just thinking how Sukracharya, his sons, they're very materialistic.
But somehow his daughter, Devayani, by following Yayati Maharaj, after a long life of sensual enjoyment, they finally became fully Krishna conscious.
But then Devayani, his daughter, after being preached to by Yayati, his husband, after a long life of sense gratification, they went back to Godhead.
And I was wondering why was I telling all this story in the ninth canto,
I was wondering, why are they telling all this story in the 9th canto,
which is the canto of liberation.
which was the canto of liberation, or the
What?
chapter?
Finally, they were both liberated.
But finally, they were both liberated.
Interesting.
That was very interesting.
Anyway, Lord Chaitanya, he came down from the spiritual world with his associates.
So anyway, Lord Chaitanya, he came down from the spiritual world with his associates.
This verse tells us how the Lord is made out of sacrifices.
So this verse tells us how the Lord is made out of sacrifices.
How that Prabhupada, he says there's 7 practices.
And how Srila Prabhupada, he says in the purport how there are 7 practices,
Krishna consciousness,
Krishna consciousness.
that have already gone over, done all the sacrifices.
So Krishna consciousness is considered that they've already gone over all the sacrifices.
And of course, you know that in this Kali Yuga, the recommended sacrifice is chanting Hare Krishna.
And of course, we know that in this Kali Yuga that the recommended sacrifice is chanting Hare Krishna.
I would show Prabhupada, I think it was 1971,
I was with Srila Prabhupada, I think in 1971,
the Ardha Kumbh Mela in Prayag and Allahabad.
in the Ardha Kumbh Mela in Prayag in Allahabad.
Prabhupada was lecturing on this,
Prabhupada was lecturing on this,
how one has surpassed or has done all the sacrifices
how one has done all the sacrifices
by practicing Krishna consciousness.
by practicing Krishna consciousness.
And one of my dear godbrothers at that time, I think a lot of reasons for
One of my dear godbrothers at that time, I think it was Madhudvisa Prabhu, I'm not
he
sure.
raised his hand.
He raised his hand.
He said, Prabhupada, you had said that if we do devotional service, you've already done all the sacrifices.
He said, Srila Prabhupada, if we do devotional service, we have already done all the sacrifices.
I looked at my life.
I look at my life,
I didn't do any sacrifices.
I didn't do any sacrifices.
I was completely lost.
I was completely lost.
How is it that I got devotional service?
How is it that I got devotional service?
And how that asked,
Then Srila
how
Prabhupada
that answered
answered him,
that I have made your good fortune for you.
I have made your good fortune for you.
Hariva.
Srila Prabhupada,
Actually, like Lord Chaitanya was telling Lord Nityananda that we come down from the spiritual world
Lord Chaitanya was telling Lord Nityananda that we come down from the spiritual world
to deliver these four kinds of people who normally are not
to
delivered.
deliver the four kinds of people who are normally not delivered.
One goes foolish people,
First goes the foolish people,
nichus,
then the
low-born,
nichus, the lowborn,
petite,
the petit,
fallen,
the fallen,
people who eat, I mean, do all the things that really does America.
the fallen. I mean, people eat meat. I mean, do all the things that we've done in America:
Gambling,
gambling,
intoxication,
intoxication,
illicit sex.
illicit sex.
And the stress, you do get,
And then the distress, the dukkhi.
anyone ever suffered in this world?
Has anyone ever suffered in this world?
So, Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, they come to deliver all of you.
So Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they have come to deliver all of you.
And here it says that how the Lord is, what's the word he used? He's reciprocates with sacrifices.
So here it says, what's the word? He reciprocates with the sacrifices,
I like that.
something like that.
So then, you know that in the 11th canto, there's a prediction that Krishna will come in the Kali Yuga.
So we know in the 11th canto that there's a prediction that Krishna will come in Kali Yuga.
Krishna Varnam, Krishna Krishnam,
Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam,
Sangapanga Stadarshadam,
Sangapanga Svarshadam,
Nagyai Sankirtana Prayar,
Yagyai Sankirtana Prayar,
Santi Suveda Saha.
Yajanti Hi Sumeda Saha.
And this form of the Lord, or Krishna, will not be dark color.
This form of the Lord of Krishna will not be dark color.
He'll come with his associates,
He'll come with his associates,
pensions,
expansion,
energy, etc.
etc.
And he will establish the Sankirtan sacrifice.
He will establish the Sankirtan sacrifice.
And those who are intelligent, they will follow him.
And those who are intelligent, they will follow him.
There's so much bliss, so much ecstasy in the syllables Krishna.
There is so much bliss, so much ecstasy in the syllable Krishna, in the syllable
Rupa
Krishna.
Swami was saying how sometimes you want to have like millions of ears and millions of tongues.
So Rupa Goswami, he was saying something like, he wants to have millions of ears, millions of tongues,
just to hear and chant Hare Krishna.
just to hear and chant Hare Krishna.
Anyway, Lord Chaitanya came down to give us the Sankirtan Yagya.
So Lord Chaitanya, he came down to give us the Sankirtan Yagya.
Previously, and they have had different Agnihotras and Treta Yuga,
So previously, they may have had different Agnihotras in Treta Yuga.
and now we only use Agnihotra maybe in the initiations.
So now we only use Agnihotra maybe in the initiations
And I saw in the samsara,
and also the some samskaras.
but usually that would be the main way they would associate with Krishna.
But usually that would be mainly related or associated with Krishna.
But now, you sacrifice and chanting the holy name.
But now in Kali Yuga, our sacrifice is chanting the holy name.
One time there was
Holy
a
names.
drought for some years in Andhra Pradesh,
One time there was a drought for some years in Andhra Pradesh.
and Tirupati, they had 108 fire sacrifices.
And in Tirupati, they had 108 fire sacrifices.
They had with every kunda, they had the hotri, the Brahman offered the sacrifice.
So in every kunda, they had the hotri, the Brahmin who offers the sacrifice.
And they had a tester, a test that they said the mantra correctly.
And then they had a tester who would test that they say the mantra is correct.
But that was such a mess, so many errors, that the whole sacrifice without producing rain and produced smoke.
So it was such a mess that the whole sacrifice, without producing rain, it produced smoke.
And Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada, in Hyderabad, he chanted Hare Krishna.
So Srila Prabhupada in Hyderabad, he chanted Hare Krishna.
Did the Nam Sankirtan sacrifice.
Did the Nam Sankirtan sacrifice.
Rained for 7 days.
And it rained for 7 days.
No Prabhupada ki.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
So he was empowered. As I was on the program, and these celebrated Brahmanas in India,
So he was empowered. Actually, I went to a program with these celebrated Brahmanas in India.
and they openly declared that Prabhupada was a Shaktavesh
And
avatar.
they openly declared that Srila Prabhupada was a Shakti-Avesh avatar.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Prabhupada was always very humble,
Srila Prabhupada was also very humble.
and he didn't want himself to be called Jagat Guru,
He didn't want himself to be called Jagat Guru
because some bogus gurus are claiming to be Jagat Guru,
because bogus gurus were claiming to be Jagat Guru.
that meaning had no relevance.
And the meaning had no relevance.
Guru of their village.
They were the guru of their village.
Prabhupada was a real Jagat Guru.
Srila Prabhupada was the real Jagat Guru.
All these people claim to be Jagat Guru.
And all these people, they claim to be Jagat Guru.
1008, 10,008,
1008, 10,008,
1 lakh and 8.
1 lakh and 8,
Just recent number of zeros.
just a bunch of numbers of zeros.
And claim to be Jagat Guru,
Jagat, and then Jagat Guru.
but they didn't do anything.
But they didn't do anything.
Prabhupada, he came to the West with the mercy of the Gaur
But Srila Prabhupada, he came to the West with the mercy of Nitai Gaur
to deliver everyone by this Harinam sacrifice.
to deliver everyone by this Harinam sacrifice.
Now Harinam is very popular,
Now Harinam is very popular.
but there's one verse that says, Jayapataka Vishnu, and the end is Ramai, Sarvayam Pradijayam, Hello, Harikirtana.
Do you know that verse?
That in the Satyuga and meditation,
That in the Satya, the verse translation goes as that in the Satya Yuga, there's meditation, as
Satyuga was fire sacrifice,
Treta Yuga, there's fire sacrifice.
Satyuga was worshiping the Lord,
Dwapara Yuga, there was worshiping the Lord, and our
Kali Yuga, Harinam.
Kali Yuga, it's the Harinam.
And that's our sacrifice
That is our sacrifice
for this yuga.
for this Yuga.
And if we perform that,
And if we perform that,
kirtan, japa,
kirtan, japa,
actually I saw the first day I came and there were so many devotees chanting.
actually, I saw when I first came in, there were so many devotees chanting.
And I was like, or, and most of them were ladies.
And most of them were ladies. When Guru Maharaj first came here to the temple.
Prabhupada was saying in the ninth canto, in the part where Ravasi was mentioning about materialistic ladies.
So Prabhupada was saying in the ninth canto where Durvasi was mentioning about materialistic woman,
That a lady becomes Krishna conscious. A man, woman, Sudra, doesn't make any difference, they're all equal.
if the lady becomes Krishna conscious, the man, the woman, the Sudra, it doesn't matter, they're all equal.
So it's a very important aspect of the third canto about Varahadev.
So this is a very important aspect of the third canto, Lord Varahadev.
Different avatars, they have different moods.
How in different avatars, they have different moods.
Like Singadev was angry
Like Lord Nishingadev was angry
because his devotee was being abused.
because his devotee was being abused.
And Lord Ram was perfect king, and
Lord Ram was a perfect king.
everybody has a different mood.
Everyone has a different mood.
Lord Chaitanya's mood
And Lord Chaitanya's mood
and mercy.
is mercy.
He wants, Rama was saying that he cannot, there's no limit to Lord Chaitanya's mercy.
Srila Prabhupada was saying there's no limit to the mercy of Lord Chaitanya,
But we should have to be very sincere.
but we have to be very sincere.
We try to follow. And Lord Chaitanya's, he has unlimited mercy.
And we try to follow, and then Lord Chaitanya, he has unlimited mercy.
So he should not try.
So we shouldn't not try.
Lord Chaitanya, his Parama Karuna, Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Lord Chaitanya, he is Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra.
The Lord, he come down as a devotee,
How the Lord has come down as his devotee,
and he had told in Dwarka that he would come down
he had told in Dwarka that he would come down.
because Rukmini, we are worshiping Rukmini in Dwarkadish.
Because Rukmini, we are worshiping Rukmini in Dwarkadish.
Rukmini said, Krishna, you know everything.
So Rukmini said to Krishna, you know everything.
You know what Lord Brahma is doing in Satyaloka.
You know what Lord Brahma is doing in Satyaloka.
You know what Shiva is doing in Kailash.
You know what Shiva is doing in
You know
Kailash.
what's going on in all the Ananta Koti universe.
You know what's going on in all the Ananta Koti universes.
unlimited millions of universes.
There are unlimited millions of universes,
But there's one thing you don't know.
but there is one thing you don't know.
You don't know, I know.
You don't know, but I know.
Radharani knows,
Radharani
but
knows,
you don't know.
but you don't know.
No one ever told Krishna there's something that he didn't know.
No one ever told Krishna that something that he doesn't know.
And what's that?
What is that? He said.
I know, Radharani knows, you don't know.
She said, I know, Radharani knows, but you don't know.
So tell me,
So you should have told me.
tell me what it is.
Tell me what it is.
You don't have anybody above you.
See, you don't have anyone above you.
You don't know two things.
So you don't know two things.
How much your devotees love you,
How much your devotees love you,
and in what way we love you.
and in what way we love you.
You don't know.
You don't know.
So then he said, all right,
So,
I will come back and call you as my devotee.
so then he said, all right, I'll come back in Kali Yuga as my
I
devotee.
will come as my
I
devotee.
will come as my
I
devotee.
will come as my
Come as my devotee.
devotee. So the reason that Lord Chaitanya came back was Rukmini Dwarkadish.
So the reason that Lord Chaitanya came back is Rukmini Dwarkadish.
We're very, very, very unlimited fortunate.
So we are very, very, very unlimitedly fortunate
that Srila Prabhupada brought the mercy of Nitya
that Srila Prabhupada brought the mercy of Nitai Gaur
to us.
to us.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Rukmini Dwarkadish.
Jai Rukmini Dwarkadish.
Jai Srila Nitya Gaur.
Jai Srila Nitai Gaur.
Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra.
Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Sudarshan Chakra.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.